Hello everyone. Let us learn pattern commands in Autodesk Inventor 2D Sketcher. So I am going to start 2D sketch, selecting one of the planes as usual, and now for example I'm just making a rectangle sketch, and this icon is automatic dimension icon. Okay, if I select this one and select the sketch and if say apply, it gives the dimensions. So I make it 50 and this one 40, and I'll remove this. I'll keep it 100 and this one 80. Finish sketch. Okay, extrude this for some distance, maybe 10 millimeters, or let us take 20. Now again I'll sketch on this face of the solid. Here I'll draw a circle and I'll give constraints from the edge of the body. Okay, select both the edges and select construction geometry, so that will turn into construction geometry, and I'll give the diameter for this 10 millimeters and this one 15. Okay, now if I want to make a pattern of this one, multiple copies of this one at a certain distance, I'll go to rectangular pattern. It's asking geometry, select the geometry, and then it is asking direction. So I'll select that arrow mark and select one edge, and I'll also do it in another direction 2. This is second direction. So number of copies I want 5, and here I want 5. Okay, I'll flip it. This is for flipping. Now actually if you rotate it, you can see those copies. All right, hold shift and center mouse button and then move the mouse. You can rotate it like I explained before, and distance between the geometries I'll keep it as 30 millimeters. That is too big. 15, I'll keep 15, and this one as 12, and if I say OK, you can see pattern is created. Okay, but again if you go to, okay, let me extrude this one for you. Draw a rectangle over all of them, and you can select them at once. Then now again I'll sketch on other side. Here again I'll make a circle and I'll dimension it, and 13, and this is 10, and radius is 10, diameter is 10. So I'll change this to construction geometry. Now again if I go to rectangular pattern, and if I select this one and select first direction, and I'll take this as 30, sorry, 5 numbers, and the distance between the geometry is 25 for example, and I'll flip this, it is going out. So what I want to do is I want to fit 5 with the equal distance between them, and from the edge same dimension 13 on the other side also. In that case, what we can do is go to this arrows command icon, and you can see the additional options fitted. So select the checkbox for fitted, and here we have entered the distance between the geometries. I'll go to this arrow mark and measure. I'll select measure and select this edge. If you see, okay, earlier there was a dimension already, so it has taken 2 dimensions. So I'll delete this, go to arrow mark again, measure, and select the edge. You can see one is going out of the geometry, right? So what I'll do here, minus, so since it is taking the complete edge, so I'll deduct the amount on the both sides which I want to keep some distance from the edge. That amount I need to deduct it. Put a bracket, 13 into 2 both sides. So you can see, if I say OK, you can see each one of them. If you want to measure and check it, 18.5, I'll say accept because it is already fully constrained. So that will be a driven dimension. Accept. You can see all of them having, and if you see, if you measure the last distance, it is 13. All right, so I'll delete them and delete this. Now let us delete this. Okay, delete this part, right? Select the geometry and then right click on that and delete pattern. Okay, now I want to create on the both the directions, rectangular, select this one, and here I'll keep fitted, and direction is this one, and here number of copies 5, and distance I'll delete this. I'll take measure, and I'll flip this, minus 13 into 2. Okay, if you want to keep a bracket, you can keep it. Okay, now direction 2. Okay, again here I want 4, and delete this, measure this edge, and we have 10 here, so minus 10 into 2. So if you say, and here we have one more option, suppress. If you select this and select one of them which you don't want to create, so that will be suppressed, that will not be created. You can say OK. You can see all other things are continuous line, and this one is dotted. So if you say OK, and when you try to extrude, those two which we suppressed will not be selected, will not be visible at all. You can see. Say OK. That's it. Now let us go to circular pattern. You can see now, since we have already created a solid, when we go to 2D sketch, those default planes are not visible. So you can go to origin here, over here. If you select one of them, it gets highlighted. If you want to show them, escape, select all those planes and then right click visibility if you want to see them. Okay, I just don't want to see them, so I should make them invisible. Select this and I select the plane. Just when you hover over there, you can see the plane there on the right side. So again I will select XY plane. Here I'll draw a circle. Say okay, extrude it, flip, now again I want to sketch on that face. Okay, here I'll draw a circle and I want to dimension that one. Go to here, there is a project geometry option is there. Select that and select the edge and make it construction geometry. Now you can see the center of that. So from the center, or I want to give the angle of that, so I'll draw a line here and I'll make that as construction geometry and draw one more line and make this also construction geometry, and then go to dimension, select this line and this line and you can give the angle 45, and I want to give this diameter as 50, but you can still see that it is not completely constrained because we need to give the position of that, how far it is from the center. So I will take another circle and I'll give dimension for this at 300 millimeters, means 150 millimeters is the diameter radius. So I'll make this as well as a construction geometry, and here you can see this one and this one I'll make as coincident constraint. You can see it got moved to this circle. Now I'll go to circular pattern, select this and select the axis. So instead of here, since it is a 2D, we have to just select the point. Can you see here, number of copies is 6 and total angle is 360 degrees. If I select, okay, if I select this as 180 degree, within that 180 degree you will see 6 copies, 180 degrees from the starting point. So if you see from here to here, from the starting of this to this one, the last one, it is 180 degrees. So I'll keep this as 360 and I'll say okay. Before saying okay, you can also see here also suppress option is there. If you don't want one of them, you can suppress that, and but I want that, so I'll keep it unsuppressed. I say okay, then finish this sketcher, and if I go to extrude and select this, so let's select all of them and this one also, and here if you reverse the direction, you can see automatically it shifts from projection to cut actually. So it goes to cut, so I want to cut it, so I'll keep it and I say okay. So now you can see the holes there. Now again let's go to 2D sketcher. So there is one more option called as mirror. Here let us take a slot. I have a slot here, and that slot dimension is 40, and this is 50. Now I'll extract the edge of this circle, and then I'll make it as a construction geometry, and then I'll give the position of this slot. From here it is 66, and from here to here it is 50. So now if I want another copy on this side, so I'll just draw a line. I'll make this as a, you can just drag this end point. If you want to slightly extend that, make this as a construction geometry. And now if I want to mirror this on the other side, just to have one more copy of that exactly opposite to this, I select this and select the mirror line. Okay, apply. You have to say apply, so only then you will see the copy. Then done. You can see it is fully constrained and exactly opposite of this one it is created. Let's say yes, then extrude this. Again I want to cut it, reverse the direction, and it shifted to cut icon. I say yes. So this is the result. That's it. Thank you.